Well, hello friends, it's Rob Appell from Stitching Heaven So Well on YouTube, and I'm very excited to let you know that day 2 of the Peruvian adventure has gone amazingly well. We had a great breakfast. Of course, the coffee here in Peru is amazing as well. Our biggest, challenge or maybe just task for the day was to go out and find the last bicycle necessary. One of the team members needed a bike to ride over the Andes Mountains. We're starting a 310-mile bicycle journey tomorrow morning. We will be supported by 2 moto taxis. One is a flatbed to carry the gear, and the other is a standard moto taxi. So imagine a motorized tricycle. On the front end is a motorcycle, probably a 250, like a Honda or a Yamaha, and then the back end is set for cargo or passengers, and it should be wonderful. Of course, being the cameraman, I get to ride along, but I will probably be sharing a bicycle with the rest of the team. I've been trying to go live a couple times today, and it just did not work. I don't know if it's the signal, if it's where I'm located or whatnot, but I just thought it'd be probably a little bit better to take a moment and just sit outside this beautiful hotel we're in. So no, we're not completely roughing it every day. The next 7 days will be a bit of a challenge. We'll be sleeping at churches, hopefully, or hotels along the way, maybe hostels, or friendlies. I think they should be called friendlies, don't you? Instead of hostels, right? But nonetheless, we're really excited. There's an 8-man crew, meaning there's 8 gentlemen that are doing it, mostly fathers and sons, which is really exciting. Dr. Larry Garman is our senior. I believe he's 84 years old. Maybe 81. Did I just give him 3 extra years? No, I think it's 84. His son Greg, who was my youth pastor when I was a troubled youth, 14, 15, 16 years old. He's, I believe, 61. I will be 50 this year. I'm not saying when. My son is with me, and then Manuel and his son is with us, and Eduardo and his 2 sons are also with us. So we purchased some bicycle helmets today. One of the gentlemen got a new pair of shoes. I washed my socks in the sink, hung them out to dry, so it's been a pretty great adventure. We went to a mall, which was really interesting. It looked a lot like the United States. Sorry for the sirens and the horns in the background, but I am basically in Peru. So let me give you a look of what's going on outside of this gated area. It is beautiful here. The weather is probably in the low 60s right now. Kind of windy. I hope the audio sounds okay. And the car alarm, of course, is going off. But that happens, you know. Maybe we'll see a moto taxi go by here in a few moments. It's pretty exciting. Last night we listened to a lot of dogs barking. We woke up to roosters crowing. So, you know, it is what it is here, and I absolutely love it. It's going to be an amazing journey. We are heading from Chiclayo, Peru, which is a coastal city, I should call it, one of the larger cities here in Peru. And we're heading to the jungle, the mission station Nuevo Horizonte. And that is where I was at last year with my family visiting, and we returned after 35 years. When I was 14 and 15 years old, we came here with Greg as a work and witness trip, and we built a church and a medical clinic, and that helped kind of kick off, well, maybe I shouldn't say kick off, it helped support a lot of the growth of both the church and the medical facilities in the jungle. So when we get there in 6 days from now, of course, I'll have some video, and hopefully I'll be able to go live as well. If I can't go live, I'll do this. So feel free to type any questions you have in the comments, any support, anything. A lot of folks have said, you know, are you going to Cusco? I've been there. I've been to Machu Picchu. So it's a wonderful place, but that's not what this trip is at all about. And people have also recommended that we try the purple corn drink, which of course we've had. Chichimarada, I believe is what it is called, and it is delicious. It's like kind of grape juice with a chai spice. If you haven't tried it, we really love it here. Of course, we've been drinking some Inca Cola just to rot out our teeth. That's like a bubblegum flavored Mountain Dew. Is probably the best description I can give you. And it's just going to be fantastic. So we're really excited to have the support of everybody. I did just finish up in the hotel room. Let me sit back down, rest these legs a little bit. I did finish up in the hotel room. We've bagged up now. Maybe you saw a few videos back. We had several bags of sewing supplies that were donated by Checkers Distribution Company. That's where many of your local quilt shops get their needles, threads, cutters, blades, you know, mats, rulers, all that kind of great stuff. Yesterday, I was able to spend about an hour teaching a gal patchwork. She was the mother of our host, Chino, Chino has been a long-time part of the church down here and has fantastic English, so he was sent to meet us at the airport as my son and I arrived, kind of on our own, which was kind of exciting for me. I wasn't sure how to deal with that. If we were to get lost, there was going to be zero communication. So I was a little anxious about that, but I'm trying to do my best to live in the present. So Well is about sewing and wellness, and I'm not a doctor, just as that's my disclaimer, but I am a person that is a recovering alcoholic, 10 years into that program, as well as I suffer from a bit of anxiety and depression. And one of my best tools is to try to remind myself to live in the present. I've been told, I paid a therapist a lot of money to find out that if you're living with worry, you're maybe thinking too much about the future, and if you're living with regret, maybe you're thinking too much about the past. And of course, none of these are avoidable, but by living in the present, I think we're able to tune into what's going on around us and be a little bit more able to cope with situations because we have less expectations. And that's one of the things I often do is set up way too many expectations. I'm a planner. I plan too much. And so with that, trying to live in the present helps me to just kind of go with the flow. And something I've really been enjoying on this trip. My Spanish is not good. If you heard me trying to teach sewing in Spanish yesterday, I understand just enough to get in trouble. But we're with great team leaders that have spent their life down here in Peru. And so I feel very comfortable and very confident. And I'm very blessed to get the support of Deb Luttrell at Stitching Heaven, my new boss, my new partner, my new home of excitement and so well. And she's been incredible to support us. We've got a bunch of these incredible t-shirts that are the staff t-shirts that we'll be handing out along the way. And so if this live video situation doesn't work out, I will be putting a lot of photographs on the Instagram account and on Facebook for Rob Appell. So at any rate, that's today's follow-up to what I tried to shoot earlier. We did purchase some bicycles, or a bicycle. We are in Chiclayo. It is day 2. The temperature was very mild. We are at 88 feet. I believe the summit that we'll climb over is about 7,000 feet. I believe I was telling people it was 14,000 feet, and I cannot tell you all how happy I am to find out I'm only going up to 7,000 feet. My head and my gut don't appreciate 9,000 and above. I start to get pretty altitude sickness pretty quick. So at any rate, I'm feeling very happy to know that we are going to make a easy ride up just a couple of small hills over the Andes Mountains, and I will do my best to keep you all in tune with the journey along the way. So again, I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. I hope that you are enjoying these posts and this journey, and we will see you in the next post on day 3. All right, everybody. Thanks again. See ya.